wonder too, because you are known as the artist who brings out all the feels. Is that in some ways, when you're creating an album, a burden where you're like, I want to go in this direction, and you're like, it's not. I got to lean into that vulnerability a little bit more.
No, because I feel it's funny. Like I guess after doing it for so long, and you just sort of have to kind of flow with what people's perceptions of you are. Mm-hmm. I've never really kind of let that dictate how I make music, but I've always, there's moments where I always think to myself, oh, should I just like stop writing songs this way? Should I like attempt to be more narrative based or fluffy, or should I, explore a different way of, and then I always just think, well, no, this is how I like to write. Mm-hmm. I love all of those other types of music, and I love all different types of songwriting, but for some reason I've always felt such comfort in writing this way. Mm-hmm. And I do wonder if it's just because I started writing this way and when I was young, and that's what people connected to, I think. Mm-hmm. So starting off with a real supportive place to share my feelings has just allowed me to almost lean more into it, because there's enough people writing all the other ways. I like writing this way. I'm happy to be the feelings manager of Canada, or whatever you guys want to call me, or president, which I'm coining now. Okay. I'm coining that here.
Yes, Dallas Green, feelings manager of Canada, with me here on Indie88.
Sorry.
I think it's great. I feel like I would like to be your, assistant in the emotional journey.
Yes, absolutely.
Lord knows I am full steam ahead, full steam emotions.
Yeah.
At a constant pace. But I think that's what makes being a music fan. I mean, again, I can't create music. I can't write a song to save my life. But I feel like connecting to songs on a deep level is such a really, it's a joy. It helps get you through. You are soundtracking a lot of people's, journeys with grief, with love, with, highs and lows. And I'm sure as an artist, when you see your face tattooed on someone's body or your lyrics tattooed on someone's arm.
Yeah. That's very strange whenever you see that. I mean, great. Show it however you want to show it. I've got song lyrics of other bands tattooed on me for sure. Mm-hmm. But it just feels strange as the person when the table is turned.
Yeah.
But no, I think all I'm doing is carrying on a tradition of the things that I was listening to when I was growing up. Mm-hmm. That's what moved me when I was younger and started really, really getting into records and wanting to know everything about them and how you write a song and all of that. The ones that were connecting to me deeply were the ones where people felt like they were bearing their soul, So I don't think it's a surprise that this is the way I write either. It's just, if I think about listening to Chris Cornell or Lane Staley, two troubled dudes who were trying to get what was in their head, down on paper, or Jeff Buckley, or these real, emotional heavy hitters. Neil Young, listening to Neil Young records. I mean, how much more plainly does Neil tell you about how he's feeling than when he's singing to you? Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's always what when I've just been drawn to writing that way, in hope to connect with somebody,